This is Dawn McCoy with Flourish Leadership Group, where I ignite your leadership to the next level. I'm so glad you tuned in for another edition of All Things Leadership to share and talk about how we can become better leaders. Just wanted to have a moment to reflect with you because I think it's a phenomenal time in our history and in our times for us to think about how we can be contemporary leaders. Yes, that's right, contemporary. Now, I don't mean that we need to be all things electronics, and not meaning that we need to be up with the latest technology or read all of the PC magazines. No, in fact, I'm trying to say contemporary, and in fact, being aware of the times of being a leader and how to effectively carry out those strategies. Now, what do I mean? Being contemporary in what you do, in how you respond and engage with those you serve. More specifically, I'm talking about how we make sure we are always thinking about the new ways of leading. There are different phenomenal theories out there about top-down approach or bottom-up, whichever it is that you come with your experience and background to the table. I want you to think about how you can best be the best approach for those you serve. Now, let me take an example. Millennials today respond in a different way to communication than those who are more traditional. You may get more effective strategies through text communication or email. You may get more effective strategies out of them through social media platforms. So I want you to think about being contemporary in what you do. The next point is to think about how you really tie in and across generations with those who are more traditional. Paper, pencil, telephone, communication through in-person, etc. Because we have to be contemporary leaders in these phenomenal times to be able to reach across strata and be able to communicate effectively and coordinate all of those baseline points of understanding and be able to yield. I want to invite you to check out some of my communication strategies over on my website at flourishleadership.com, but also on my YouTube page. I have a training series on leadership and communications, fundamental points for how we can be effective in what we do. Finally, I want to invite you to continue to follow what I do here with the podcast and other modes of communication to be effective in what you do, because we can't be the best leader that we need to be if we are not communicating, listening, and making sure to carry out the strategies that we have, and in turn being able to be effective serving others. So again, this is Dawn McCoy with Flourish Leadership Group, where I ignite your leadership to the next level. I am so glad you tuned in. Feel free to follow me at flourishleadership.com and tune in for the podcast every other week, and also on my other social media platforms at Dawn McCoy Books. Until we meet again, be enlightened, be enriched, be empowered.